then adds in a special thought concerning God. He says, it is he, Paul's words, who gives life to all things. Well, that ought to be taken as an axiom. I mean, if you're a believing Christian, you would know that God gives life to all things. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Well, there wasn't anything, and then there is something, and therefore we're part of something, and therefore God gave us life. I mean, that ought to be obvious, but Paul is being precise here. God isn't just a being who watches as things unfold, as if you were an evolutionary Christian. And if you are, I'm not demeaning you. I'm just saying think it through. Okay? God did not... People misunderstand what deism is. And they say, oh, founding fathers were all deists. Well, no, they weren't. They were believers, okay? If you ever hear that, you can correct them with one thought. But a deist is a person that believes that God created and then God left. He doesn't intervene in the stream of humanity. He doesn't have any... Here's the way you think of a deist. I made this watch. I've wound up this watch, and now that watch is going to do whatever it does. That's deism in a nutshell, okay? So if a person says, I believe in Jesus, he cannot be a...
Atheist.
A deist.
Oh, true.
Because
Right.
Jesus entered into the stream of human existence,
Right.
okay? So
Which would
that
mean
just...
he cares.
What's that?
Which means he cares.
That's right. And he has actively done something in the redemptive process. But more, okay? Even you could say, well, that was from the beginning, God did that. And so, but here's where you know that people are or are not really deists. If a person says, oh God, I pray for my child, that person cannot be a deist. Why? Because they're asking God to intervene in their life. Okay, the most famous example of supposed deists in the Founding Fathers is anybody? Benjamin Franklin. Okay. Oh, he's a deist. Okay, what did Benjamin Franklin do when they were having the crisis, the constitutional crisis to establish this nation? They were all arguing. Yeah. They were all, the war is over. They're trying to establish this nation. And what did he say?
Let's pray.
Pray. We have prayed to be delivered from the English powers. We prevailed over them. I'm paraphrasing what he said. Okay, this is not his words, and he said, do we think now that we can establish a nation without the God that we prayed to deliver us? He says it's not going to happen. He can't be a deist. He's asking God to intervene in human affairs. So just think of that when you think of a deist. Okay, so